Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the Superstars of Wrestling 1121 um, 87 review series. And again, Superstars, one of the better shows from the time period. Obviously, people aren't going to hop all over the place with how, how amazing it is, but at the same time, I'm a major fan because, well, hey, Superstars of Wrestling is what I grew up on, even though I didn't become a fan until 2 years later, 1989, to be specific. Anyway, as we kind of move forward here, um, certainly trying to get everybody to enjoy what's there. We have a good run at the end of the day here. And I mean, this is right before the Survivor Series, the inaugural Survivor Series, which at the time was a first run pay per view. First one is 87, so back when Survivor Series actually meant something versus now when it's just kind of another thing on the docket, so to speak. Anyway, so we move into that and the various times when there were lesser champions and all of that good stuff there. As we move forward here, this is the basic time of year when, things kind of slow down because the holidays coming, but also this is from Syracuse, featuring an update showing the ending of last week's Graham versus Reed match, with the announcement Don Morocco would be replacing Graham because he had been laid out. Also, there is a promo from Hulk Hogan, Bam Bam Bigelow, Ken Patera, Paul Orndorff, and Don Morocco regarding their match at Survivor Series, featuring Gene Okerlund conducting an interview with Andre the Giant's Survivor Series team, including comments from Ted DiBiase about the Survivor Series, in which he said he only needed to make money to survive, featuring comments from the Honky Tonk Man and Jimmy Hart about Honky's match with Ricky Steamboat, including closing comments from Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine regarding their match the following week. Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid, otherwise known as the British Bulldogs, defeating the Gladiator, which is Ricky Hunter and Dusty Wolf, 3 minutes 22 seconds. Dynamite pinning Wolf after diving headbutt after being thrown off the ropes by Smith. And again, really basic stuff, nothing necessarily that needs to be highlighted here. Of course, the changes for the Bulldogs are pretty notable since they lost the championships, and then of course the WrestleMania 3 deal. Bulldogs slowing down. They are around for several more months, probably about another 10 months or so, leaving. Actually, maybe they left after Survivor Series 88, SummerSlam 88, something like that. But anyway, they're around, but certainly the Bulldogs here, not the same Bulldogs that were in their prime. Big power slam and the launched deal there. The Don Morocco taking over for superstar Billy Graham, kind of passing the torch. Graham tried as a manager for a few months, but it doesn't come together, obviously. Then we go to another in the series of squash matches. Rick Rude is out here. Rick Rude is also they're pushing him pretty hard. Bobby Heenan out with Rick Rude, and it actually makes me quite sad a little bit that they did not see eye to eye. Rude didn't really want a manager, but we have Rick Rude here with Bobby Heenan defeating Gary Starr. Submission backbreaker, 1 minute 31 seconds. Rude with the flipper forearms that he's most known for, not using the Rude Awakening quite yet. New to that as well. Then the elevated backbreaker, almost something akin to what Jesse Ventura had used before his retirement, I believe in '86 or so. Anyway, Jim Duggan and Iron Mike Sharp, 3 minutes 3 seconds. Duggan coming back off of his about 5 to 6 month layover after the issues with his inability to remain sober, very long anyway. As the Iron Sheik thing comes to full fruition here, obviously they didn't want him to go away fully. The Honky Tonk Man talking about defending the Intercontinental Championship at upcoming deals, house shows and the like. And again, Honky Tonk Man basically saying whether it's Jake Roberts, Randy Savage, or whomever, he doesn't really care. Savage is his main opponent at the time. $1 Million Man once again saying all he needs is money. Harley Race out there plugging his involvement in the original Survivor Series. Iron Mike Sharp gets a couple of shots in on Duggan. Sharp's such a good enhancement talent, just in a lot of ways. It goes right to town on Duggan. Duggan probably being punished a little bit for having his issues. And again, the Survivor Series team run by Andre the Giant basically talks about destroying Hulk Hogan once and for all on Thanksgiving Eve, or Thanksgiving night, as it were. And the one-man gang facing off against Dick Flanagan. One-man gang relatively new to the area at the time, having done the stints in both World Class and ICW PAFO, and eventually Mid-South and the like. Of one-man gang hits a couple of shots with the front suplex eventually, and again the Hulk Hogan's team hyping the fact that they are going to be the sole survivors coming up at the inaugural Survivor Series. Hogan and Andre back in the ring for the first time since WrestleMania 3, and that's a pretty big deal there. Haku and Tama, now managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan, up next in an enhancement match here. And of course, Haku and Tama. Tama probably the more athletic. Haku, I'm certainly the better known individual at the time, and probably, I wouldn't say necessarily better fully regarded, but anyway, regardless, kind of going forward there. Very punch kick, basic Islanders offense. The Islanders and the British Bulldogs kind of on a collision course. The kidnapping of Matilda had happened months before. Haku sends his opponent into the, I guess, exposed foot of his adversary, and there you go, as far as that's concerned. Promising that Hulk Hogan's team is going to win at the Survivor Series is what the fans are interested in doing. Then we have a short match, probably about less than 10 minutes. Honky Tonk Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat rematch for the Intercontinental Title. Steamboat having lost the title merely weeks after the WrestleMania 3 win, because he went on for the benefit of that. All the Survivor Series teams out there supporting their respective members, and the Honky Tonk Man and Steamboat going at it pretty aggressively. Honky managing a couple of, punches, and basically a lumberjack style match that breaks down into a huge schmoz with all the Survivor Series teams going at each other. Honky Tonk Man pulling the tights and trying to get a victory. Honky Tonk Man cuts Steamboat off. Steamboat never really the same after leaving to attend to the birth of his child. Obviously, his wife cost him a lot of money there, because I have to believe that Rick Steamboat would have gone further in the WWF had he stayed on a full-time schedule. Randy Savage wants the Honky Tonk Man at live events, as we are prone to see. And then we close the program with the, the final breakdown of the Dream Team promised next week. The original Dream Team, of course, Valentine and Beefcake, former tag team champions, but here they're done with each other pretty well for good, as they're going to do battle. We'll be back with more right after this.